Bright lights say gonna set my soul on fire. Got a whole lot of money that's ready to burn, so get on stage up higher. There's 1,000 pretty women waiting up there. They're all living the devil may care, and I'm just a devil with love to spare. So people of Vegas, people of Vegas.
Hey everybody, week number 3 is in the books already. The season is flying by already. 3 weeks. Who could have thought? We're already 23 races away from the chase. Last week's race took place in Las Vegas. Pretty decent show. Some good racing. A lot of empty seats. Really don't know what NASCAR is getting out of this West Coast swing besides empty grandstands. To me, it's not worth it. Why don't you stick to your grassroots area here in the Southeast and the Midwest and bring in the crowds there? But I guess everywhere's struggling because of the economy. Looks like we're going to be seeing this picture quite often this year. Mr. Johnson won again, and I think it's going to take him before the race drinking several of these large bottles before anybody's going to stop his dominance. Looks like we could be in line to see 5 championships in a row. He doesn't usually start off this strong. He's usually pretty consistent, but 2 wins in a row out of 3 races doesn't look good for the rest of the field. Danica, her time in NASCAR is done for about 4 months. Last 2 races she wrecked out. So you couldn't do a real good evaluation on how she did. But for the guys in the race league, here's a shot to remember her by as we wait 4 months before her return. I apologize for that, ladies. Now on to the race league. This week we had a lot of good points weeks. Actually had a tie for the championship lead right now between Tim and between Tim and Bob. They actually tied, but because Tim's 6th place driver was higher in the points, I believe he had Mark Martin, that puts him ahead of everybody. Last place, Greg, him and Cindy are struggling right now. They got Montoya and Kurt Busch, and both of those guys have struggled. This week it took a big hit on them. Greg's in last, and he's already 354 points out of the lead. But the top of the standings pretty tight. You can take a look at it. The standings are below. We've got one more week in Atlanta before the first off week of the year. So everybody have a good week and stay warm.